Hello, hi guys, welcome to Two Docs Podcast. I'm Dr. Ellie here.
And I'm Dr. Ingky, and welcome to the podcast whereby we are two doctors and we talk a lot about non-medical stuff, right?
Yeah, mostly from experience.
Mostly from experience.
Yeah,
Yes,
whether it's
yes,
ourselves
yes.
or with other people's, then we'll take it and make it sound like it's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lately, I've been talking to a lot of people, and then they've been asking, like, how do you do this and how do you do that? And they say, they say, Dr. Ingky, you seem like you're a very busy person, but you tend to do a lot of stuff, especially like podcasts.
Yeah, you're damn busy.
No, but especially like podcasts. Then they always ask me, how do you actually find the time to actually
Work,
to
have
do
business.
have a business, have a family, and then go and do a
Social
weekly
media
podcast,
and
social media
podcast.
and a weekly podcast.
Plus go to gym
So
and got time to make another baby.
yes, yeah. That one is quick. 2 minutes finish already. That one is fast. Yeah. So they always ask, how do you actually find the time? And my answer is always the same. If your priority is there, you would definitely find the time to do it. Example, very, very simple example. Going to the gym. Right? Exercising. Don't even go to the gym.
Yeah.
Exercising. So it's recommended that you do half an hour exercise daily or roughly about 3 to 3.5 hours of exercise weekly. All right? Now, in the grand scheme of things, right, if you see in a week, right, you only need to allocate 3 hours to exercise. Yeah, it's actually not that
It's not much,
It's not much.
It's not much.
But yet, a lot of people can't find time. All right,
Correct.
they say, I don't have time to exercise. Yeah, and actually, the reason why they say they don't have time to exercise is because it's not their priority.
Yes, they don't want it bad enough.
Yes, they don't want it bad enough. So, of course, a lot of times they say, I have to work, our family, and stuff. But then I will always ask them, then what do you do in between then? In between your work and your family and stuff like that. And a lot of times you'll be surprised, people are actually scrolling social media,
Yep.
watching Netflix,
Yep.
TV,
Looking at Grab.
yeah,
Biggest time
exactly.
waster.
And then a lot of times online shopping. So those accumulatively can actually can take a lot of time
Yes, it
away
does.
from more productive stuff.
Yes, it does.
So today's topic is what's today's topic? If
You have time.
You just need to.
If you can make it.
You just need to make the time.
You have to make it. So it's time management that we're going to
Yeah.
be talking about, all right? And basically it's from our
personal experience,
experience,
basically.
right? So we're not writing books about it. We're
lah.
not going to give you 12 steps of time management.
Yeah.
We're just going to say, if you're damn lazy, you won't do it. If you want to, you won't make it.
Okay, so how do you prioritize your time?
Okay, so pretty much like you, although I'm probably not as busy as you, but still equally as busy.
You are busy, lah. You're a busy man. You travel all the time.
Okay, fair enough. I
very, very
travel.
often.
My operations take a long time. I exercise almost every day, plus the whole family thing. Yep. So I would say I want it bad. I really want it bad. I used to make excuses like everyone else not to be able to exercise. And then I tried to do that 3 hours. Okay, let's try and allocate 3 hours. And I said, okay, maybe I'll do it 3 times a week, 1 hour each. It worked for a while. Then after that, it just fizzled off, especially once I get busy. Then I realized of late is that I didn't want it bad enough. And once I realized I really, really want to, I will find time. So how I do is I find when's the time whereby I do not have to do any other thing. And for me, it's night. I'm a night person. I stay up late. Yeah. He's already asleep.
Yeah, I'm asleep
Sometimes I
already.
text him, right? It's like, don't
and
even
about-
say, just a single thing. Don't
Tell you,
even read
about
it.
10:30, 11 o'clock, I
Switch
knock
off
out
already.
already.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's an early riser.
I'm forced to rise early, if possible, right? I love to sleep. I love to sleep late. I tell you this. Before I was married, I love to sleep late. At 3, 4 a.m., I go to sleep. I wake up, let's say on the weekends, I wake up at about noontime, 11 a.m. I love that. However, priorities change. I'm forced to wake up early.
So I'm still fortunate enough that I can sleep late. Don't have to wake up as early as him. So since I'm a night person, I realize after around about 8:30, 9 o'clock, not many people disturb me anymore. My kids are asleep. Once they're asleep, I actually have a lot more time to myself. Now it's only what I want to do with that time.
That's true.
That's when I start my activities, which is exercise. So I put in about an hour to an hour and a half a day, almost every day.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. My average is about 10 hours a week.
That's a lot.
Around about there. I enjoy my run. I really want it bad enough. Really, really want it.
Yep.
Hence, even after this, finish our recording, we'll have dinner, go back,
He's gonna go run.
quick shower, I'm going out again.
I'm gonna go sleep.
He's going to go sleep.
Go
I'm
sleep.
going to go for my run because I really want to. And that's how I realized I adjusted myself. I'm not a morning person. I adjust to the time whereby I have full flexibility with minimal people disturbing me, not so much of business calls coming in anymore. Then I do what I want. How about you?
So last time, again, same as you, I always give myself excuses. Oh, I can't do this. I can't exercise. I don't have time. It's work. I'm tired after that. Or at the same time, I would say, you know what? I can't go somewhere. I can't meet certain people. Or I just don't have the time. I'm busy. We tend to pride ourselves by being busy.
Busy, yeah.
Right. However, then I look at people all around the world. Right, the more successful ones, people like Richard Branson, he can skydive from I know he built a space shuttle, he went to space and he came down. Right, someone like him, someone like us, we have the same 24 hours.
Correct.
They don't have extra time.
Yep, they don't time travel.
They don't time travel.
Yeah.
We have the same amount, 24 hours. Then why is it that they can achieve so much more, and then they are also healthy and fit? Yeah, they go out, they attend social events, they socialize, they attend a lot of social events, and yet they have so much other time to actually do all this stuff. Then I realized, yes, what Dr. Ali mentioned is right. Do you want it bad enough?
Yep.
All right, that's number one. Number two, are you actually enjoying yourself while you're doing it?
Correct.
Because yes, you might not like going to the gym, but after a while, when it becomes a habit, and once you see the results, or after like exercise, once you see the results of exercise, once you see the results of exercise, then you realize, hey, this is actually it's worth it.
Yep.
It's worth, the results are actually worth
The
your
investment of
trouble.
time.
Yes. So then you tend to enjoy it after a while.
That's
right? Like what Dr. Ali said, it becomes therapeutic.
Yeah.
And on the days you don't do it, you're like, something's wrong.
I'm old, so I get body pain if I don't do my exercise.
I actually have the guilt, on certain days. It's like, I'm a bit tired. I don't go to gym. I actually feel guilty.
The next day is like total guilt.
Yeah, the next day, total guilt. And what I do is a bit different because I need to wake up in the morning, send the kids to school. So what I do is I exercise in the morning. So I try and get rid of all the stuff that I think that, will take up some of my time. Get it done in the morning so that by the time you get to work, you can then focus on work. And when I get home, I focus on family.
That's good.
So priorities are very important.
Next, coming to what Dr. Ingky said. Next thing is declutter time waster.
Oh yes, declutter your time waster.
Declutter time waster. You do not have time if you waste time doing rubbish.
Yes. Yes.
Really. And I will be very honest with you. To me, the two biggest time wasters is looking for food on Grab. I'm hungry. Nowadays, I just see what's the first tree that's there, and if I'm hungry enough, I will order it because I don't want to browse. Each time when I browse, it takes, I once browsed about 40 minutes.
Whoa, that's a long time.
40 minutes. I didn't even realize it was 40 minutes. I was just going, okay, look through the menu. Then go the other one. What? Salad for 35 ringgit. Oh, don't want. Then go back forth. Before I know it, lunch hour is almost over. I haven't ordered my food. After I order, I still have to wait. So my lunch became 2 hours long because time wasting.
Yes.
Second big time waster is browsing Netflix.
Yes.
When you've already watched everything, nothing to watch, just shut it down. Don't watch it.
Actually, to be honest, right, you don't actually, again, I don't really watch much Netflix. I watch a little bit of YouTube snippets here and there, but I actually don't watch Netflix because it actually consumes a lot of your time. Because by the time, let's say, you finish a series, an episode. Generally nowadays, right, episodes are 1 hour long. Back in those days, it was like 20 minutes,
25 minutes. Yeah.
Nowadays on Netflix or HBO,
Yep.
your episodes are 1 hour long.
Yes.
So by the time you're done, it's 1 hour gone.
And
of
you never
course,
stop at one. You never stop at one.
And of course, nowadays they're very smart. They leave you with a cliffhanger so that you want to watch the next one.
Yes.
And by the time you know it, you're like a couple of hours down already.
And the worst part is they give you all episode or at least 4 or 5 episodes in one go. So you're stuck with it for the next 3 to 4 hours to finish off before they give the next one. Like the old days is like once a week.
Yeah, last time was there once a week. You sit
Yeah.
and watch, and you watch it on
TV.
television. That's it.
With the advertisements, everything.
Yes.
You suffer through the advertisements, then you have to suffer waiting for a week.
Yes.
I think that's the way people should watch.
So I totally agree with you. Mealtime actually takes up a lot of your time.
Yes.
Right. Number one, looking for food, and secondly, some again he was talking about Grab, but a lot of people tend to walk out of the office or walk out of school, and then they look for food outside. And sometimes when you arrive at a particular place, you might need to wait for a table. Number one, because everyone's having the lunch at the same time.
Yep.
Secondly, you might be indecisive on the menu.
Yep.
All right. Or maybe if you go to even to food court, there's
So
ample
many
of
selections.
choices, right? You'll be like, taking your time. You order and you still have to wait for your food to come. Then generally the eating portion is only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
That's true.
But you probably spend an hour for lunch. So one of the things that if you really want to maximize your time is on certain days, you might not want to go out for lunch. You might want to pack your lunch from home.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
It means you do a bit of home prep food, or any leftover from dinner. You just pack it up. You can eat the next day. It's okay. You save some time.
Yeah. Or if you've got a really good friend, just say, whatever you order, just order one more for me. Yeah, save the time.
Exactly.
If you're not a very picky eater.
Hey, actually, right, in a lot of offices these days, right, there's actually catering. People actually, so there are caterers that actually send food to the office, and generally it's not expensive. It's roughly the same price as eating outside.
Correct. And you just eat whatever they serve you.
Yes.
It's like prison food. You cannot choose, but it's tastier than prison food.
yeah.
I hope. I've never been to prison, but just saying. Clang food was pretty good, remember?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, the
It's
hospital
nice.
food, yeah.
Yes, the food is good.
Anyway, coming back. So if you can save that time, you then have extra time to do a lot of other things. So
That's right.
decluttering is the other thing that you have to look into. Now, next thing I would say is plan your rest time. Because a lot of time, if you don't plan your rest time, what happens is you have odd sleeping hours, weird waking hours, or you tire yourself so much that you become unproductive.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Unproductive. And whatever we said just now, especially staying up too late to watch series and everything, once you get unproductive, you drag your work,
Yeah.
or you take extra naps. It's good to take a
Yeah.
power nap, but if you're going to take a long sleep, again, it takes away the time that you have at hand to do a lot of other things that you would probably want to.
Yep.
It also takes the enjoyment out.
Yes,
Especially
you're
when you come back after a long day, you technically want to spend some time with your family or your loved ones or whoever that's important for you. But imagine if you're all exhausted and the only thing you want to do is just be totally a bum, and you lose the enjoyment of being with them. So that kind of takes away a lot of joy.
Yeah. One thing that I want to add in is don't feel guilty taking time away from your loved ones or your family. Now, I actually know a lot of moms, all right, mothers, all right. So they have family. So nowadays women work,
Yep.
right? Most of them work. They have a full-time job. At the same time, when they get home, they are thrown
Homemakers.
into they're also homemakers.
Yeah.
So they have family to actually look after, kids to actually to look after, and sometimes there's even house chores. And I always tell women it's okay, on certain days you can say, you know what, I just don't feel like it. I don't want to look after the kids. I don't want to do the house chores. I
don't
want
want
to
to
have
cook.
some me time.
Yep.
Or I have certain things that is really, really important. I have certain work to do. Let me go and finish up the work first.
Yep.
Or let me go to the gym.
Yeah.
All right.
Or to
It's
the spa
okay.
or whatever that you want to do.
Yes,
That's for
whatever
you.
you do it. And a lot of women I talk to say they feel guilty for leaving the family alone, for not picking up after their kids, for not cleaning up the house.
Yeah.
They feel guilty even though they don't enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
They feel guilty. And
Yeah.
I think the number one thing is don't feel guilty, because you tend to burn out. And as you mentioned earlier,
Yep.
you tend to burn out, and then you start to resent. You start to hate spending time with your own kids. You start to hate doing all these house chores. So it's okay, occasionally say, you know what, I don't want to look after the kids, or I don't want to look after the home. Let me have some me time, or let me go and do something else. Let me go read a book. Let me go join
nothing.
some.
Yeah.
Do
Do nothing
nothing.
if you really-
go
if-
to the
yeah.
gym. Join some online classes.
Correct. Find that time to
Yes.
do something that you really
Yes.
want to. After all, don't forget, you carried the child for 9 months. The
Yes.
man only contributed 2 minutes.
2 minutes in it. 2 minutes in it. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. With that, we're going to close up this week's session on time management. If you really want to, you can actually make time for yourself. All right. Now hit that subscribe button so that we will inform you every week when we come out with our weekly podcast. We've been doing this for the last 90
episodes. Really.
90 episodes.
90 episodes.
So
Yeah,
this
90
is
weeks.
amazing. See, we actually find the time.
Yeah, we find the time all the
joke.
time.
No joke.
No joke.
No joke. All right. Rain or shine, whatever it is. All right. So also please comment if you have certain techniques on doing or maximizing the time and how you can stretch a 25th hour out of your day.
Yes.
We would love to hear that from you.
That would be actually a very good tip.
All right. So, okay, with that, we're going to sign off this week, and we'll be back again next week on the Two Docs podcast. I'm Dr. Ali.
And I'm Dr. Inky, and have a
Have a
good
good weekend.